And I know we have, I'm not gonna say anything. All right, I just really want to hear what y'all think about like where we are with that word so far. It's been a lot of different sides. Didn't the NAACP try to bury the word nigga some years ago? Anybody remember that? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like I don't know how we feel about that. If it was like, if that was a movement that died, if we are, but what do y'all think about it?
So I grew up in the suburbs that were like hella white in Minnesota, and like I really did not hear Black peers, saying nigga. So for me, it was always like Nigger, and that is bad, and white people call you that because it's racist, right? So I feel like it was Chicago. And my girls there, and my dudes there too, where I definitely got more comfortable hearing it and, and just accepting that white people don't get to define what that means, you know what I mean? And that my experience is my experience of the word, and I can also take it in a different way as well. So that's my relationship to the word. And I just appreciate that you're asking was because we all do have completely different relationships with it, you know what I mean? And I think that we have, and Abiola spoke to this in yoga this morning, and then I expanded on it even more in the meditation this morning in the space around like the power of self-definition and that being connected to our divinity. So I appreciate this because you're allowing us to all really essentially stand in that virginity by saying, this is my story with it. This is my relationship to it.
Erykah Badu, she had posted a tweet and it said, I'm officially changing the word nigga to God. Basically, she's saying that the word nigga and how Erykah Badu visions it is God. And now granted, whatever, you don't have to necessarily agree with that concept. But what you can see is that Black people, we invented the remix, right? We always recalibrating shit. I'm an alpha. If you go to a HBCU, when they play Nuck If You Buck, right now. So the words for Nuck If You Buck is I'm a gat toting pistol holding nigga on your damn street. It's a whole song literally about murdering Black people. That is the entire point of the song. If you see it at a HBCU, it's as if a gospel song came. It's so beautiful. It's just joy and excitement and bliss and everybody just having the time of their lives. And that's what's so beautiful about Black people. We take some shit that was meant for harm. We turn that shitless into a delicacy. You dig what I'm saying? I don't fuck with shitless. Get off that point.
I was about to say, I was about to get real judgy.
Let that shit go. You feel me? Yeah, it deserves proof. It's proof for free over there. But what's beautiful about Black people is our ability to re-envision things that were initially meant for harm, such as the word nigga. So it's nigga, nigga, nigga every day over here.
I gotta feedback off of what you said, because specifically what you said about Erykah Badu, right? Because she said God.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a predominantly white high school, and we were reading Huckleberry Finn, and it has nigga a lot in it. And what our teacher told us was replace the word nigga with slave. So that just that's so opposite of what you just said, and it just struck a chord with me because it's so much about context, and it's so much about how others perceive you, and also about how you perceive yourself, right? But when I think of this brand and this movement, Every Nigga Deserves, there's so much positivity attached to it and just empowerment that it makes you love the word. It feels so exclusive to us. We know who it's talking about. We know it's for us. We know it means something good, and something rich. But that example just goes to show you you can't let anybody tell you who you are or what nigga means to them. It don't mean slave, but that's what our teacher had us saying. You know what I mean? So we're in control.
Facts.
We write our own narrative. And if it's endearing to us, it's endearing to us. And if it's positive to us, that's what it is, and that's what it means. And I think that we just have to be in a space or understand the fact that we're the ones that determine what it means to us. You don't let nobody tell you that it means something negative or that it's this or that. And so I love that you brought that up, because it's I had such a different experience at such a young and impressionable age. And we just have to be very careful about education and what we're being taught and what we're letting absorb and internalize. Because something like this, every nigga deserves a safe space, is the opposite of like the experience that I had.
I don't want you to go last because
Well, I was looking, I was like, damn, I'm up. Just trying to find another angle to add to the conversation. So like, we talk a lot about like how we interpret things. I think it really matters where it comes from too. Like, who's calling me a nigga?
Yeah.
Right? Like, where is this? Who's saying that to me? Right? I think that matters a lot, right? That context, but then also too, really thinking about the clarity you brought up around like what it means and how we define it. And this is an oversimplification of it, but everybody knows this is a rock, and we know what a rock does, and we know how to define a rock, right? And that's if we don't have that universal language or that grounding or understanding, then that creates space for dysfunction, that creates space for misunderstanding, that creates space for just like mistakes and just bad shit to happen, right? And I'm just sitting here thinking, is this word heavy enough? Is it polarizing enough to kind of hold back any progress that we're currently making, right? Is this something that will divide or potentially have an adverse effect to the growth and development of our community? Just a thought. I don't have an answer, but that's just what I was thinking.
I think, well, so I'm Ghanaian, so growing up, like, I think when you say who says it is really important too, and how the intention behind it. Because I feel like I heard nigga being sick because I have an older brother and it was through music. So I just always felt like I could say it. But then my parents were like, excuse me? Like, you don't say that. You don't put yourself to those, like, you know? And so growing up Ghanaian, still being a Black person in the States, living here as a Black American, like, it's just so many different things that it would come to it. But I feel like having an older brother listening to music, for me, I always felt like it was something that I could say. And also being able to tell other people they can't say it. I just always felt so, like, I've seen my brother move around from New York and just see how different people, like, people that aren't Black say nigga, and I'd be like, see what? You know? And I think just having, it's around the intention of the word for me and how it's being said. And again, like you said, who is saying it, and me feeling comfortable enough to say it. I don't feel like whoever is calling me a nigga to call me a nigga or not, or what that means. But yeah, I think it's about just who we are and how we define it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I agree. Similarly, I think that, we've had to reclaim everything in this country. Our entire experience here has been a process of reclamation,
Right.
Even like, nobody wants to, like, you got I'm from Chicago, right? But how did my peoples get to Chicago? What were they running from? Vicious white folks. So it's not like an exciting thing to be from Chicago per se, but I love the city. And we've turned it into a place where folks know it for, as a hub of Black culture and beauty, Before that, folks are from Mississippi. That's not where they were from before, but at some point we had to reclaim that, And so I think that's, that this word is also a part of. And I love our ability to do it. And I love how we do it with so much fun and so much zest. And it's always funny at the same time. It'd just be a good time in the process of reclaiming.